I done seen my mama stressing, but she always told me had to struggle for your blessings. Word. I don't take L's, I just take it as a lesson. So what you hearing now, just the making of a legend. That's right. Tell God I got some questions. The weapon that I carry, it ain't only for protection. Looking in the mirror, but I can't see my reflection. What you hearing now is the making of a legend. Showtime, baby.
Welcome to the Untitled Chapter podcast. I'm your host, Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
This your boy Sly the Guy No Lie.
All right, and we got a very special guest with us. You want to introduce yourself?
No, I'm Onyx, overthinker extraordinaire.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So we got her here today. You know, she gonna tell us about what she do. The little lady. You can tell us what you do, and you gonna tell us about the little lady.
Okay, that's fine. What did I do? I'm a podcaster and a polar.
Polar.
Yes.
/ podcaster. All right. So we're gonna jump in with the poll questions, no pun intended. All right. So first question is, it was a poll question. It was like, two baby daddies ain't ghetto, 2 kids by the same bum is. And it was like, is 2 baby daddies, baby mothers bad? 67% said yes. 33 no. Where y'all at with it?
I don't let the lady go first.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because I know some decent dads. They got 2 baby mothers. They're really good dads. So I would say no, depending on the dad. But having 2 kids by the same ain't shit nigga, then
It's like that's on you.
That's on you.
You made a mistake twice.
Yeah, because you know he ain't shit, but then you went back and let him knock you up again. So that means you consciously made that decision to have another kid.
Yep.
Well, it's saying 2 baby daddies. It got its variance because I guess it depends on the age of the kids. To me, too, sometimes. But personally, I don't know.
That part.
I can't really like certain shit. You know, people be kind of hypocritical. I don't really like. In my experiences, had bad experiences with baby fathers, so I don't really want to deal with none of those. But that sounds bad, right? Because you know,
but you can't.
I know because I am a baby father, but
You can't be a hypocrite.
I can be whatever I like to be in my life. But what I'm saying is, it sound bad. But a lot of shit sound bad. But I'm just saying, because she got 2, that might be 2 niggas I might gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Might have to, but it depends on how old the child is. So if the baby is like, the last one, if they, like, say their 2 kids are 10 years apart, but the last one is like 6 months, no.
See, I ain't never dealt with one with 2 personally. One, I don't think I think 1 kid was the most they had, if I'm not mistaken.
From what you know.
Unless they had secret kids. So,
that you know.
like dealt with
that.
Dealt with that, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, as far as 2 by the same bum, she make bad decisions. I can't really.
Yeah,
I can't really. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say you can't be her.
Can't trust her judgment.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because she can't trust her judgment.
Because she might be like, yeah, go ahead and smoke that crack.
Because it's like she might look at it like, oh, I only got 1 baby father, but still,
but he ain't shit.
Complaining about he ain't doing shit.
Right.
I kind of agree with what y'all say. Like the first one is like, 2 kids, I ain't really bad and shit about 2 people. So I was like, all right, maybe you just try to switch up your shit and you had kids involved.
Yeah.
Then the next one is you got it by the same bum guy. Ain't the same regular guy, it's the same bum guy who you knew was already not doing shit. Like I said, it was 10 years apart. And you had another baby on 10 years afterwards, he wasn't doing shit. That you really stuck up.
We thought changed.
Yeah. He grew up. He got older.
I want my family time.
Right.
Okay. Switch gears a little bit. Who's winning, hit versus hit? Bruno Mars or The Weeknd? And the results were Bruno Mars 56%, Weeknd 44%. I will go first.
Okay. And
I'm biased. And I don't like Bruno Mars. So, The Weeknd.
That's it.
Personally, but you're biased.
You already said it.
But I don't like him. But now, The Weeknd, I remember when I used to work at Safeway a long time ago. Because that Safeway don't even exist no more. Now,
they still have Safeway?
Some, yeah. But I used to be high. Like, actually, when I first started smoking too. And I used to listen to The Weeknd on my way to work. And I used to get higher. after listening to his song.
You get in the zone.
Man, that shit put me good, man. I used to be at work because I used to have to be to work 4 in the morning. I used to walk. I used to walk up Addison Road.
Listen to the weekend.
Hey,
High shit.
I mean,
and then I used to be in that joint. All of the whole fucking trilogy. Nigga, I used to listen to everything. Now I was
So,
in that joint killing it.
let me ask you this: why do you not like Bruno Mars?
I don't like his music.
Why?
I don't like the way it sounds.
You don't like him or his music?
I don't like his music.
They sound the same.
I don't know him personally.
Okay, I'm just saying. You know,
I don't pay attention to his personality because I don't listen to his music.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't like him because when you put out, like, fuck it.
You just don't like his music. That's fine.
So like 24.
Look, I ain't about to watch nothing he do if I don't like his music because then I'm gonna just be hating on him.
Sure.
So I just.
But he's a great entertainer.
I hear it a lot. Turn this shit over. Turn this shit up.
For me, I don't judge Bruno Mars the weekend, but for you, like I say, who will have the hits for hits? Going on that question wise, I would say the weekend.
That's what I'm saying. I
would say the weekend. I would say the weekend just because he just did the Super Bowl by himself.
He been doing that
by
shit
himself. Like
he been doing that shit since I was at Safeway.
Yeah, that's years ago. So I'm like, Bruno Mars, he don't drop enough, but when he do drop, it is a hit. I say that, and we
don't miss.
But yeah, Weeknd don't miss either. But that motherfucker dropped.
Yeah,
he dropped like 4 or 5 songs when he dropped.
Yeah, he'll be like,
I'm on a roll. Here I go. It's on a roll.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars dropped, buy the album. I'm like, nigga, I just got one song. He make his shit
some moment too. Have you seen his video? He gets creative with his shit. The Weeknd.
Yeah, his last video with that makeup and all that shit.
It kind of threw me off.
He get experimental.
He getting weird with his shit.
So for me, Bruno Mars make me wanna love niggas, but then the Weeknd make me just wanna like fuck them and toss them to the side.
Yeah, like I used to.
Those are the feels that they give.
I could feel the misogyny flowing through my veins when I was listening to that shit.
Yeah, you be like, all right.
Dang.
I'm going to dog
and then
you.
when you high, that shit
it's the
crazy.
word. It's like it's better. So I would probably say that I don't know who would win.
I'm going the Weeknd.
I'm gonna be tired. I'm torn.
You torn?
I'm torn.
Not just
because I like both of them. Because I like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is fun. He has some sexual songs, and he's great.
He's motherfucking straight like PG-13 to me.
He can be marketed to anybody. Like the Weeknd, you kind of have to like tap into your dark side for the Weeknd. It's a little bit.
If you listen
I
to him,
didn't been there though.
We all have.
Weeknd's a drug
but like,
type.
I felt like it wasn't like I was depressed like he was, and like he sounded. That shit lifted me somewhere. Though.
But I'm not a fan of his. Like, I'm not a fan of his. I'm more of a fan of old music.
His recent stuff, I just be like,
but that's what I'm saying. He got so much old shit though hit for hit. You can't fuck with him.
I'm still torn. I mean, a versus with them two, I'll probably be in there jamming the entire night.
But the Weeknd
I feel like that's the point of verses.
Yeah, he gonna play all night.
That's why certain niggas don't deserve verses because like you don't have enough songs realistically
to play against me all night.
But then I don't know because Bruno Mars 24 Karat Magic the album gives me
I don't
big
even know one
90s
song off
vibes.
that album. It's 24 Karat.
That's the only one you gotta listen to the whole album. He gives big 90s R&B vibes.
You know,
the entire
that's crazy because I was listening to R&B, not R&B, but just 90s music because I was out of your party. I was just thinking like, damn, certain shit the DJ didn't play. So I just turned on like 90s playlists or whatever, and I was thinking, wait, I know when I used to listen to music and shit, older people would say, our music not talking about shit. But I say these niggas ain't said a motherfucking thing in these songs in the 90s. I was like, I feel.
But besides the R&B, while they was just singing and catering.
Niggas just begging for pussy. But that's all I'm saying.
Crazy.
All niggas did in the 90s was hurt their girls and try to get them back. But that shit's so fucking romantic.
I'm about to say, Jodeci was in the desert with leather on.
But that shit's so romantic. Because that's what you can see. Niggas not begging nowadays.
They really not.
And I get it.
Beg.
I get it.
They fucking never been.
But see, it'd be different. Maybe the women were more beggable. I can't say because I didn't date back then. I don't know.
More beggable?
Probably.
Maybe they was kind of like.
What does that entail? I'm confused.
Maybe they just
I mean, has a nigga ever been in the desert begging? For you or any girl you know?
I mean, they were in leather.
They're literally saying, I'm begging.
Okay.
Begging.
I don't know. Can't remember.
But female R&B was the same thing.
That was
break
90s
your heart
love.
And then
you hurt me. Oh, you love me. I love you to death. You my king. You know.
They be outside in the rain,
but
crying.
It's like they will say fuck that nigga nowadays though.
Yeah. Fuck that nigga. Use it for his money. Break him down.
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
See, I guess that's the difference. See, maybe the 90s women, they didn't fight back or resist as much because they didn't say fucking publicly. They got on that song and said, you know what I'm saying? I love my man. You probably ain't shit.
I heard my mother play a lot of heartbreak songs cleaning up.
Oh my God, don't get started.
Like, you know, like, unbreak my heart, say you love me again. Yeah. Like, she begging.
Yeah. She's like, I know you ain't shit, but I'm going to take you back. And don't know why, we ain't doing that nowadays.
One of my favorite songs, especially in karaoke, my favorite song is I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston.
That song.
She was begging.
Just be begging.
She was begging.
90 singers.
She was like, if it's not you, then I don't. No, man.
It's not just the 90s men. 90 singers were just begging.
Yeah.
See, now, I want to go to karaoke and do I Have Nothing. But you know the thing about that? Because everybody wants to join in once I get to hitting that shit. Because
that song is
it's contagious.
It's contagious. That is a very good
just
song.
Like the song Contagious. But see, you know, that's tricky now. That's tricky.
Contagious had the best breakdown. Can't even sing it no more.
Contagious had the best back and forth in the R&B.
You had to everybody had their own part.
Like when you at karaoke anywhere singing it, and they get the women would do her part, and you ain't even got to say nothing. You ain't got to say nothing. You don't even know who that is you singing with.
She over there.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Don't
you see two men not talking? Let's just get through walking.
Yeah. Man, hey, no, that shit is.
It was a moment. It was a moment.
But I think they expanded the topics a little more now. They are a little more sexual in the things that they are explicit with it. They more explicit. They will tell you. They will sing about all parts of your pussy.
Yeah.
Like they would have metaphors for it back in the day.
Yeah, keep it for the kids, keep it from kids.
Yeah,
but now it just be like your pussy. That there you go.
Oh, you gonna bleep it out? We gonna, you know what he said? It's the puh. You know
they got songs talking about fucking.
Shit, they say the biggest song for the women, and it's gonna be the biggest song for the next 40 years, and it's gonna be sad because women not just be 60 years old tomorrow. I got that wah. You know, this gonna be crazy though.
See, you know,
their grandkids will be like.
See, but that's the thing. That's the thing about
Cardi B gonna be robbing.
WAP was a moment. WAP was a moment in history.
But there was
but I feel like it came and went.
Before WAP.
My Neck, My Back was the biggest thing I heard.
My Neck, My Back.
But I don't feel like they were as big as Cardi and.
My Neck, My Back was the most wildest shit I ever heard.
My Neck, My Back got my ass.
You know they played that shit on the radio.
Yeah, that was
My Neck, My Back?
Yeah, that was the wildest
even the clean version
was a little rough.
I
feel like How Many Licks was bad too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had that.
But that was already Lil Kim was already, so you already expect her to drop some
raunchy
stuff like
style.
that.
Yeah.
But when they come out with it, like, what the fuck? Like WAP took it to the max. I was
WAP was like, yeah.
You got an acronym for some shit?
So much so that the clean version just sounds dumb.
It's bleeped out.
Yeah, but when it premiered, that's what I
But you know what? Sukihana has a song called Pussy Everywhere.
Okay, yeah, I did see that
and
on
the
Twitter.
video for
I seen the video.
I
said, it was pussy everywhere.
It was like Tip Drill all over again.
It was worse than Tip Drill.
It wasn't worse. It was greater.
It was worse. It was like greater. Tip Drill was like, okay, they're naked. They throwing money at people.
That was the best video of the year.
It was Tip Drill was a thing.
Video
so much so you had to watch it. They only played it at night.
And I'm curious though, with her, I was wondering like, how do you set this up? Just is this a party and you're just recording?
I feel like she probably could.
Or look for this video. I need y'all to bust that pussy open. So it was on her
Twitter. That's where I saw it. It was on her Twitter.
I need y'all to bust this pussy open for this video.
People were scissoring. Like, when the girl started scissoring, I was like,
I said, this is a real video.
I was like, this is porn.
What?
Wait, what?
I was so thrown off by it. I was like, is this... I'm confused.
Because it got increasingly...
I said, it's getting more and more. Wow.
It just kept going. So the first one, I was just
I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
Somebody probably getting 8 hours.
I heard about
it. It's okay.
I said, these bitches just...
I was
niggas
like,
in the
People
I
are
ain't doing that. I'd have
naked.
been like, oh, I'm losing my mind.
But I was like, wow.
I have
cannot.
another question about that. Like, how much is the pay for models? I wonder.
Free
Is
sex.
it free?
Free sex and a good time.
Could never.
That's a good time.
Could never, would never. It was. I can probably agree that it's a good time. It probably is fun, but no, because my whole ass is out for the world to see.
But she probably paid them too. Them her bitches. I don't know how to.
They probably was like her friends or something. She probably know that.
Yep.
But then again, you never know.
We all gonna have a good time.
People do
turn
anything.
these niggas out and have them stuck. Can't even fuck us.
I mean, people do anything for a little bit of clout.
One thing that's gonna do is bring attention. If nothing.
Yeah, that is very true.
I knew you in that video. I seen you.
They be like, yeah, I saw that in the video. Saw what you did. Saw what you did there.
Okay. All right. So I have another one. It's another topic that says soft or crunchy tacos.
I was like, man, hurry up.
I don't know where this is going.
I was like, hurry up with that question, buddy.
Soft or crunchy tacos.
It depends.
And 77% said soft.
I'm a soft taco guy.
Yeah.
You know, I think
I never had a crunchy burrito.
Based on my life,
crunchy burrito.
You know what I'm saying?
Based on my life,
a crunchy burrito.
Like
you always have it's always soft burrito. Soft
if I look back on my life, I can say that.
And then I get stabbed eating that shit.
Yeah.
But I feel crunchy tacos or hard shell tacos are underrated.
They are not because at the same time I used to crunch them up and make them a nacho bowl. At the same
right.
time.
I was about to say you might just eat nachos like that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I can't do that. I don't want the risk biting that fucking crunchy taco.
I buy the little stand-up shells. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the ones with the flat bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they get soggy if you don't eat them crunchy.
I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem. But I realistically, what I do, I drain my beef before I put it. I have a drain.
So you're not Taco Bell before.
It's not grease at the bottom of.
Yeah. No, you meant going to Taco Bell. I make my own shit.
I know.
So yeah, I drain my grease. You know what I'm saying? I can't really do too much.
But I also don't eat Taco Bell, so it's dog food.
I probably gotta be high.
I eat chicken.
Every shit else.
I don't eat Taco Bell.
I eat chicken.
I haven't had it in a long.
If it's fast food, I go get chicken. I don't like getting beef.
I don't. No. I had somebody was like, we were really high one day, and they was like, let's go get Taco Bell. I was like, I'm not eating that. That's dog food.
I'm not that high.
But I'm not that high. I'll never be that high or that drunk to eat Taco Bell.
I'm
never.
High off that type of stuff.
I don't know. Taco Bell be my spot. I be fucked up afterwards eating a beefy burrito.
No, see, that just because it's dog food.
I be like, oh.
Anytime somebody eat it, I bark right behind them while they eat it.
I won't even want to eat that shit around you.
I'll be like, bark.
Now you know.
And I work with animals, so that shit crazy.
I will not.
I didn't have open a can of dog food and look at it, be like, this what they feed the dog?
That it looks just like that. It looked like Alpo.
One more point in favor of the hard shell taco. It's a little more versatile. You have flavors. You ever had the
we can have a flavor of taco, bro.
You can, but with it yet.
I feel you.
Wait, what flavors do y'all have for hard shell tacos?
The Dorito nacho.
But that's a Taco Bell.
I do not eat Taco Bell.
No, they have that in the grocery store.
They do?
Yeah, I just seen it yesterday. They have it in the grocery store.
And if
they got both Dorito flavors in the store.
I don't think I could be. If I see anything with Taco Bell on, I just be like, I don't want.
It's not Taco Bell.
It's just regular burrito.
No, it's branded by Taco Bell.
They got a Taco Bell.
I'm gonna go see it, and it's gonna be Taco Bell.
I seen one that wasn't Taco Bell. I forgot what brand it was. It probably was. Probably was a lowercase brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yellow box.
No.
But it was the burrito.
Which one was it?
Type chip flavor.
Was it Cool Ranch or Nacho?
Nacho. It's kind of easy to make.
I'm about to say.
You can make some. You can dump your tortilla and then some nacho seasoning.
It's not from Taco Bell. Y'all gonna judge the shell too?
Yes.
The shell is dog.
Anything from Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. I'm not judging.
I'm not saying, but the shell. That's not the meat. You put your own beef.
I'm okay
in
with my soft tacos. It's fine.
I
went to Alero.
But it's still more versatile.
I went to Alero and rocked up on soft tacos. I was like, let me get all of them.
Yeah, I hit a couple taco spots recently. I don't know, I forgot the damn name in college spot. I forgot the name, so I know where it's at, but
I don't be eating tacos.
I know how to find it, but I like them. I like them. I love them. One of my favorite foods.
I'll definitely get a soft taco before I eat them.
Don Taco has
some pretty good tacos.
Well, I forgot what this other place was. What the fuck was the name of that? We was on rooftop. That's all they
It's
had.
not
Tacos,
Don Tacos. It's the other one. I forgot. Don Tito's.
I just went to District Taco.
No, not. Oh, District Taco. I heard about theirs. Their stuff is good.
You know what? I didn't like
I don't
the
like
one I
this
went
too
to.
fast.
The one I went
It's
to.
too fast.
I don't like anything that come out too fast.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like taco.
I need to wait.
So I gotta drink them out.
Well, Lero's has good drinks.
See, my issue with them was they didn't have no fucking sauce.
Like no verde, no nothing.
They didn't have no sauce available at that location.
You should have left.
Yeah.
Because that's like part of the experience is all the sauces.
I'm not a sauce guy, but I can understand.
Alright, so you don't like Taco Bell sauces either?
No.
What's your favorite? Like when you go to Taco Bell, what sauce you tell?
I'm even on fire or hot. I just started doing that.
I'm about to say spicy because it's dog food and you need a mask.
I go for the.
The next time you go to Taco Bell, you gonna be
She
like,
hate them niggas.
I
haven't been.
I'll never be
You had a
sponsored.
bad experience with Taco Bell.
I'll never be sponsored by Taco Bell, and I'm okay with that. I just can't. I just can't.
So
you heard it here first.
It will not happen.
I mean, I get it, but I get that. I used to get the fire. And what's the other one I made? Black Pepper.
That's Diablo. You eat that shit?
The super, it was like super hot.
Yeah, it's dumb hot.
I just feel like
I like spicy shit.
You can't
anything
even taste that over the food. I mean, you taste that over the food, it's like
hot. Yeah, hot. Like I feel like anything that says like Diablo.
What, 2 whole packs of what? One taco?
A Diablo sauce?
Yeah.
Anything to say Diablo, I just feel like it just be hotter coming out than it is going in, and I don't like that.
Then it's Taco Bell. So
I never had. Alright, so my issue.
Then I know.
My issue with that is usually coming out, but it hasn't been.
So what do you do to alleviate that? Because it has to come out.
I mean, no, I'm saying my issue with it. That's probably the worst part about it. Taco Bell is it coming out?
Yeah, it is. That shit come out.
But I haven't had it in a while. I just want to keep clarifying.
Alright,
so
I
make my own tacos.
Next poll question.
Next poll question here is.
I'm afraid.
Your boy grandma text you this and say come over. What you doing?
His grandmother?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Nah, I wouldn't do it to nobody. I
Your
wouldn't do it to my boy grandmother. But if that's
Nah,
somebody else grandmother.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. I ain't fucking joking.
No, I was about to say somebody. First of all,
No,
Nana,
that's
what? Bad Nana.
I won't be surprised if niggas shoot me. You talking about grandmother, nigga?
Right, I'm about to say some people don't play about their mothers, but their grandmother.
You talking about grandmother? Grandma, you hoeing? Still?
Wait.
She
would
ain't
niggas
just
my age.
She
Wait,
just
hold
ain't
on.
started just talking young niggas.
fuck
Wait.
no
She was
old
your
nigga.
friend. She was hoeing back then.
You
I'm about to
couldn't fuck
say,
one of
It's so
my
when she
friends.
picked up this hobby.
But still,
Okay, let's talk about
Dad,
it.
you would have to unpack that.
What?
Still, why is your grandma still hoeing?
Because obviously she did on
That's
young
what he's
guy.
trying to figure out.
That I would
Yeah,
be
so she
upset.
did- she
If my
did
grandmother,
with my man.
I know my grandma would be pimping these niggas. Like my grandmother, she lives in a senior citizen like living arrangement, like apartment type of thing, and she just be having random niggas bring her food. So I'd be like, I respect her.
She's still hustling.
My grandma's a hustler.
I do what you got.
I get that from her. I'd be like,
The
yes,
hustle-
I just heard-
the
I heard a
hustle
young
don't
guy-
die with age.
I heard a young guy the other day say he was an older woman and she'd take her teeth out.
Speaking of hustle
love
don't die with age.
Mm-mm.
Speaking of hustle don't die with age. World Health Organization study shows long work hours killed 745,000 people a year. What?
I
Do you
believe
feel
that.
like you work too much? Yes or no? Not
Yes.
enough.
I started off.
Yes.
Okay,
I
hold
started
on. 33% to say they don't work enough. 67% say yes.
Oh, I'm about to say.
All right.
67% yeah.
I feel like me personally, I was working my ass off doing this and that, and I was at a job for 5 years straight. I kind of got paid more, but it wasn't a better position. I'm the whole time knowing the nigga here. Everybody ask to work with. Like, why I bring in a new nigga for the position that's my old last for. Why ain't you move me up in the position? I already know how to do everything. And I come in here and watch this new nigga stumbling and shit. He told me he's still in school technically. The whole time he in school for the shit I've been here for about 5 years.
That's how they do.
I'm like, what his education? This nigga can't hit a vein. He in it.
Tearing somebody on.
Tearing this shit up. Tearing the dog arm up.
Oh, it's an animal. Oh, yeah.
The dog looking like, I'm gonna bite him. I'm like, oh yeah, you bite him, don't bite me. But yeah.
Right.
So I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like, but you know, but at the same time, then I got the opportunity as getting older. I was like, my mentality is, I kind of started this broken pull when I was young, like, you know, most civilians and shit going to America. So it's like, I get older, I get the money and be like, I still ain't happy. Like, I got the money, but what the fuck the happiness is? I could balance that. Then I left the job to go somewhere else and got my freedom. I started hustling on my own, getting my freedom and shit. I was like, oh, it's tight because I make my money on my time and I can make more money when the more money coming in. Instead of somebody saying, hey, do this and do that, all the extra work for the same pay. If I'm going to put the extra work in, I'm going to get the extra pay.
That is very true. I mean, I'm a preschool teacher in my daytime life.
Oh, so shit, that's congratulations.
I feel like,
congratulations, community-wise. Like, community...
I mean, yeah.
I feel you, but
like,
it's not... I understand. You don't feel like
the world
it's just...
needs you.
No.
The world
the world needs you, but they don't pay you. They don't pay us
the world
enough.
never appreciate you. That's
They
two
don't.
different things.
Yeah, they be like, we need you to come get these kids, but we're not going to pay you for coming to get these kids.
I don't know really anybody who feels like they've been paid enough, really. There's people in the world that probably, but I don't know any of them.
I feel like teachers, even at the lowest form of like teaching, should be getting paid 6 figures.
I feel like the worst.
Yes, even like just the low, like even with like no degree, anything should be getting paid 6 figures.
I disagree with this.
You think so?
I say start you at like 70,000, 80,000.
Okay, they can even do that.
Just because I want to buy, because like saying, because I know some teachers
make sure you stick with it. Make sure you actually.
So here's the thing.
I got some teachers that sit back and be like,
well, yes,
just a
paycheck. I'm at work.
I want somebody to go work
80,000.
Here's the thing. I'm at work.
You're on the cusp of doing some shit, but you want that 6 figures.
I'm at work from 6:30 to like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
You didn't work 12 hours.
Damn near. Depending, right? And so the whole time I am with somebody else's child. I spend more time with other people's kids than they do with their own kids. And so a lot of parents during the pandemic was like, we appreciate you, we applaud you, like we don't know how you do it. Yeah. So by that standing alone, you should pay us more.
They can't.
Because they
can.
They can tip.
They can.
The parents can tip.
No, the parents don't have anything to. I'm talking about the government.
No, you know the reason why people don't pay you more.
I know. I heard teachers get tips like parents like, appreciate you for calling me, letting me know this and this and that.
At the end of the day, is what you gonna do? You gonna leave, and if you do, someone else will do it for what we were offering.
Well, here's the thing. There is a teacher shortage, like real bad.
There's a lot of shortages on a lot of things right now.
Yeah,
a lot of people felt like I worked too much.
Yeah, because that's one thing the pandemic
and they
taught
found ways to make money
outside of whatever I'm doing.
So I don't need you.
So they were like,
I'll do what I want.
Open my eyes.
It told me that I work entirely too much and I need to take breaks. So when I am dealing with too much at work, I'll just leave. I'll be like, well, I'm going on a break. Because y'all don't pay me enough to stay here and deal with this abuse, so I'm going on a break. Middle of a meeting, we were in a meeting for some kids' IEP, and I was just like, I'm going on a break because I am. And that was the end of that conversation.
I feel like the worst position I ever held at a job was supervisor. Like, because it's just like,
I feel like y'all, like, supervisors,
it's just like I'm in the fucking,
I'm
in the fucking middle of shit. It's just like, the manager might got pressure on them from whatever, but they still got control or leeway and shit. The only thing I slightly got control over is maybe the people that I'm supervising, and that all depends on who it is, because some people, they know, depending on the manager, if like you got a manager that won't do shit, you don't have to respect the supervisor. Because what the fuck is going to happen to you? So it's just like dealing with shit like that. That shit was just like, it wasn't worth the money. And it's just like when the manager isn't there, that's your responsibility. Like I felt like.
And I also feel like
It's
managers
crazy.
push off a lot of duties onto their supervisors.
Yeah, no, I had to deal with a lot of shit. I kept that place running to the point it was like, damn, I should have been a manager, but then when it came time for it's just like you don't really got no control over your own situation.
I guess I was technically a supervisor, but I should have been a manager. But see, this new job I'm about to go to, they was like, shit, you got experience, just come and work a couple of weeks, couple of months. So we gonna push up the manager. I said,
No, do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You always gotta be where the money at.
It was like, shit, you got the experience. I was like, yeah. They was like, you work this and this, and
but I feel like being like not really
really
like no, a regular worker. That's just the least amount of pressure.
Look, I tell you what you do, right? I thought about it like 3 times. Right? Make your OnlyFans and put your toes in it.
I mean, people are buying feet pics.
They like
left and
nigga feet. They just don't even.
Boy,
say
don't
they
can't tell.
People like
You got
feet.
pretty feet. You got pretty feet.
I don't know if my feet.
I don't know.
They
either.
not the ugliest, but I don't know.
Post them.
I'm just saying.
Somebody buy 'em.
So people like feet, and they will pay hundreds of dollars for feet pics. I'm about to sell my feet because I mean, it's a
And if I always say somebody's like, I mean, I seen your feet on something. Like, bro, you whole time you was a feet washer yourself.
Nobody. I was about to say. So
feet.
why did you see
catch
my feet? How do you know that these are my feet?
I do not like feet. I do not like feet.
There are a lot of people that are into feet.
I'm gonna say I'm not disgusted by them. I like pretty feet.
No, I didn't. Alright, so I'll say like as far as feet, how many feet I probably touched 3 people's feet.
Yours,
Not
the babies.
Nah, I meant like alright, women.
Oh, okay.
Women that I was dealing with, like 3 out of I only touched 3 feet.
He said 3.
He said 3 out of, and the undisclosed number will be put in the description below.
So it's a low ratio. I got you.
3 out of like 4 of the women in my lifetime.
Now you lying. Now you lying. You would have said that at first.
I had to think.
No.
Which means
4, 5. But I ain't counting.
So what you trying to count feet or you count people? Because somebody missing a foot.
Yeah, all right, 3 sets of feet. I got 3 sets of feet. All right. And that was hard for me.
Feet is plural.
I'm just
How many?
3 foot.
I'm just asking. I'm just trying to help him out.
No, feet is plural.
3 foot.
3 foot. Wow. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, they was kind of hard for me, so it took some getting used to it. But I wouldn't. Like I watch a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies, and he got foot fetish, and I was thinking like,
he does.
Yeah. Like
I'm afraid
he shows scenes where he just
on somebody.
on the women's feet. I mean, that's his thing.
And he probably purchased feet pics, and I'm here for that.
I wouldn't doubt it at all. Probably
I'm here for that.
He does more than that.
Okay.
He make great movies.
I don't know what's
he
going.
does.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it.
Django is
I was just
probably
watching
one of my
Django last night.
movies.
Literally last night.
It was the score.
Because I can't do nothing about DVDs and my Wi-Fi is the worst.
Hey, Django's kind of sad if you watch it first. Like,
is it?
Yeah, at the beginning you
I
like,
got
man, what the fuck is this?
I got a good chuckle out of Django.
Yeah, when you get along with it.
That's the only slave movie I actually.
That I was like, this joint kind of funny too. Like other ones, I'd be like, oh, this hurts just to watch. But that one was like enjoyable.
But then they had the great actors play great roles. Like Samuel Jackson playing the house nigga. It's like, oh shit, we know Samuel Jackson is a real house nigga.
Right,
but he's playing the fuck out of a house nigga. Who this nigga on that name? That's my favorite boss. Like this nigga, who this nigga on his name? You like this nigga?
My favorite Samuel Jackson role is Gator from Jungle Fever.
Now my favorite Gator is motherfucking Will Ferrell when he played in
Jungle Fever. I ain't never seen a better cracker.
Pookie Child did.
Pookie wasn't your favorite crackhead?
Pookie up there.
I feel like Pookie is everybody's favorite crackhead.
He did that dance for his mother.
And Pookie
and his father shot him. That's crazy.
Pookie up there.
My nigga Gator.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let it go. He's like, it's exactly.
He was like Gator. That's it. You can't change my mind about that.
Boy,
Gator.
Mama, I smoked the TV. Be like, come on, cuz. That shit, man.
You said, Mama, I smoked the TV.
Yeah, that's up there where they keep calling me. Alright, next poll question. If your girlfriend don't like the girl, you stay away from the girl, you unfollow her on social media. So if your partner say unfollow somebody, what do you do? Yeah, or it's just social media. The results were 67% said yeah, 33% said it's just social media.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Because you don't want that smoke. That's why.
Just because. What the fuck? And then like it's always a situation like the situation is like if I knew this girl before I met you type shit, that's kind of like jealousy. If I'm just following this girl and you think I'm trying to talk to her, she's trying to talk to me, yeah, I fuck it up. Anyway.
I feel that.
Yeah.
My question is always, do you want this smoke? Because that's what you finna get if you don't unfollow her.
Unfollow her? Like,
yeah.
But like,
I mean, it's
what did I don't
probably
understand?
If it's somebody, if it's like your friend, like if it's like your homegirl or whatever,
Yeah.
and y'all been following each other for a long time, that's one thing.
But
But if
somebody
it's like
new,
some random chick,
I unfollow.
you about to catch these hands,
Yeah,
so you
unfollow.
would want to unfollow her.
Unfollow.
So you and her gonna catch these hands.
Oh, I unfollow.
Yeah, I feel like I mean,
Unfollow.
Unfollow.
in most situations, yeah, you know, you want to follow because I mean, it's
Vice
like
versa, I would
say,
tell my girl the same shit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Out of
but see,
respect.
but what you do when a motherfucker tell you, oh, it's just social media, when you present that to them,
You're just a sociomaniac for some
Like,
shit.
I hope that your friend can fight. I hope she can fight. And I hope you can fight too.
But I don't know. I feel like for me as a dude, it's just like I know niggas, even if they not friends or not, niggas that go on your girl DM and send some shit.
They saying anything. Even if they,
even though they saying, nigga, I ain't trying to talk to this, niggas still be on it because that's what niggas do.
Mm-hmm.
But never,
but at the
it gotta be a
moment,
trigger for like to be like, I caught her conversating with this nigga or some shit.
Nah,
or now he got a number from social media. Or some shit.
I don't even.
That's different.
I don't
That's
even think that's different. I feel like that's if this nigga trying to holler at you, you should unfollow.
Block. I said block.
Block. Because you already see what his intentions are. So why even have that be an issue?
Should have blocked him.
You see what his intentions are.
Then you should have blocked him off.
Yeah, should block him.
I feel that.
Niggas be directing their DMs too.
Yeah.
They let you know what their intentions be when they slide.
I don't know.
I think most
lame niggas games is to come in and say, like the picture, how you doing?
If you don't answer,
then she'll ask
how you doing?
But
it ain't
then she
really
answer, then she like, I get to know you. Then she like, no.
It's most of the time
It be
like
role play shit.
I don't
I don't respond. I just look at it and keep it moving. Maybe I'll like it and I'll just keep it moving. Because there's nothing for me to say. Like if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's kind of trouble right there.
I mean,
like that's what I'm saying. All that is trouble. If this person is trying to talk to me, alright, and I don't get rid of the problem, then it's going to become a problem later on.
And you don't want to, I would say, you don't want to like create no problems within your relationship. Because they ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
Let a stranger come in and fuck shit up.
Exactly. It's not worth it. So you might as well just go ahead and just unfollow them. Or block them. Because sometimes.
Yeah, because even if you unfollow them, they can still message you.
Yeah. I mean, the messages will be caught in the like.
The little out of box thing.
Yeah, but still. You don't want that. You just don't want that type of.
But then you can sneak message.
No. There's no point. There's no point.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Alright. So, as people who do podcasts, do you prefer to watch podcasts or listen to them? I thought. I will say when I was on the metro, when I was taking the metro to work, listening to podcasts was my thing. But it was like during the pandemic, watching podcasts became more my thing, and then I stayed more so watching. Even with pandemic, I don't know if it's over. Not really, but
it's not.
It's watching it is still more so my thing because I feel like sometimes it's funnier. Like if you might see some shit that you can't hear, like an expression or something. Like that shit, like I don't know, certain shit just be funny. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas they might have a guest. She might be looking good. I might watch a pod. Let's do a podcast with ladies. I might want to watch them in here.
Yeah,
I might want to hear why they feel like a nigga should do all this stuff. I want to see it too. See,
Very true. I mean, I watch TV while I drive, so.
Okay.
I do. I put it like right behind the steering wheel, and I'll like glance down every now and then. So I could watch or listen. It doesn't matter. It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm at work, then I'll be like, I'll put my headphones in, or like one of my headphones in, and I'll like listen to it while it's going. But if I got some downtime, then I'll watch it. So it depends on the situation.
Yep. Same. Situational.
Same situation, like listening. Was a big listener and shit. Then you hear people laugh, just laughs always can take, so you'll laugh. Like, that shit funny. And then when you see why they laugh, you be like, these motherfuckers is tripping.
Right. No,
because it might be some shit in the background. You can't.
It could be it could be something real simple, like a look.
Yeah,
and then everybody just start laughing, and it'd be like,
the fuck is you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
But what I will say, the difference.
I can say I like to watch podcasts longer. Watching it than listening.
All right, so what I will
watch
say,
a 2-hour podcast instead of just listening to it.
Well, if I used to have, it depends on the ride. I used to listen to it in segments. Like if I listen to it on the way and on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
So probably I'm most likely getting past. I like it all depends. My ride is a little long, so I can do that shit. So, but I'll say the advantage it had being on like Spotify, Apple Music and shit. Like when niggas play music in the background. They can't do that shit on YouTube. Everybody can't do that on YouTube.
Yeah, because the copyright strikes and stuff.
But on Spotify, since they music streaming joints, I guess the music is okay. Sometimes the music, like I used to listen to Joe Budden shit. Like he always playing music and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like on YouTube, you didn't really get the same effect. They mute that shit.
Yeah.
Cut it out completely.
Yeah.
So y'all watch the Joe Budden podcast?
I started, but I stopped.
Some more, sometimes.
I don't know. I think my favorite podcast is
Sometimes.
Untitled Thought podcast.
Yeah, I watch that.
You're biased.
I love them guys.
But on the other hand, I love to watch Drink Champ. Drink Champ is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched Joe Budden, but it's not as much as I used to. But it's not because I like it less. It's just
I don't like it to fight friends.
But it was fucking.
Well, see, I've never watched the side of
I think
You can't judge, huh?
I can't judge Joe Budden.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
I heard the story.
Business.
Yeah, but business. But I watched Poor Man's.
What's that?
Two young ladies.
Every time
Lex P and Dre and Nicole.
My other little favorite podcast. Every time I say this woman, they hate me because they feel like I am.
Who, Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, that's my man. Told you, that's my man. I love that nigga.
He is such a misogynist. It's not even funny. I just be like,
I catch some 85 South shit.
Oh, I listen to their stuff. Yeah. They're funny. They're like hilarious. So
you disrespectful to women.
I like their little vibe, though. They just be in their little joint chilling and talking shit.
I just hate Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, I don't agree with everything he say, but most of the shit he do say, I do.
Because he be saying some outlandish shit, and I just be like, sir, ain't no way.
See, my thing about any of that shit is when people speak in absolutes. People are so fucking different. You can't really
make it
say
absolute.
that's what
it is.
Well, yeah, and that's what's working. That's what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
Because that may not even be what that person wants.
That is very true.
Like, it's just,
And he just be like, this is what it is, and this is the law. And I'm like, sir, you ain't even like that. But okay.
But it
works.
It works.
It works attention wise.
Because he like controversy. That's all.
It's okay. It worked out for him. Like, it don't, like, whether he continues to have the, you know what I'm saying, cloud of fame that he has now, he's had it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We will all take it because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, even if you don't hear about him, you turn it into other avenues.
I say the same thing about us. Like, we got our podcast. We can have somebody say, oh, we don't like what they say on their shit. The same thing for your podcast. We don't like what she say. She just said.
That's very
true.
And what would you say?
Speaking of which, though, tell us something about your podcast. First of all, the name.
Okay, the name of the podcast is I Think You're Overthinking It.
I like that.
I think you're overthinking.
Yeah, because that's what me and my homegirl do. She would be here, but she's on vacation.
That's who overthinking? You're overthinking?
Both of us.
I love that shit.
I be like, people always try to make it like this bad thing. Like, why are you always overthinking something? I'm like, yeah.
Can't help it.
Yeah, you can't help it. But I be trying to see all the scenarios before I make a decision or something. And so that's basically like what it is. We talk about everything. We talk about love. We talk about sex. We talk a lot about sex. We talk about politics and like things that are going on in the world. So it's just you get a little bit of everything depending on what the topic, like the main topic is. But it's me and my homegirl Yoda who's on vacation.
Oh, I enjoy your vacation. They enjoy
Right, yeah. So she's on vacation, and
Shout out to Yoda.
yeah. So she's and then we have two. Sometimes we have two very like different opinions, and then most of the time we agree with each other, and we just get high, drink Capriccio, and talk about shit, and it's fun.
All right, so for me, like, so you say you overthink it?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Is it intentional or that's?
I think it's almost like it just happens. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. I'd be like, hold on, wait.
I kind of feel like I'm an overthinker also.
I feel like everybody is.
I might need to come overthink with y'all.
I'm not overthinking.
You'll be fine. You say you not? You don't think so? So you just are like, this is what it is, and that's it.
I'm gonna go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I'm not a person that do the signs and shit, but also I'm a Libra, so it's also just.
Okay.
Except saying people do signs and shit, but I just think people are just people.
But Libras are very strange
I think people
creatures.
are people too.
People are people, yes, but
oh my
sometimes
God.
people
I'm
like
I don't know.
they what
I'm a Virgo.
a Virgo. Okay, I can see it.
I was almost a Libra.
I don't know. Libras are just very strange individuals. Very strange.
What sign is you?
I'm a Pisces. I just be like, I sit back.
You do the same sign technically. You two-fisted. Like,
No, I mean,
yeah, your sign.
it's a yin and a yang. It's good and bad, yin and yang. I would say we're probably more aligned with Geminis than.
Yeah, that remind me of this song.
They heavy. Y'all heavy. Y'all don't have no balance. It's like
We just be like one side and then I'm the other side.
Libras try to keep the balance between everybody.
No, I don't.
We
no.
wait all the signs. So
I don't care. I be like, I don't.
My son
I don't
a
care.
Libra.
He is.
Yeah, his birthday the 22nd of this month.
My nephew is a Libra. Love him to death. I have two. I have a little cousin that's a Libra and a nephew that's a Libra, and they both be. I be like, whew, it's the stress.
But overthinking, to me, I think overthinking is it's not a bad thing because you outplay the scenario.
It can be though.
It can because you'll talk yourself out of some really good situations.
Even that, because even if you pick a scenario, you can't live through it.
You're probably not sure with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You get the second
So for
guessing
me,
it
it's like it's a flow thing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna ride the wave.
But you also have to make a decision. I feel
Yeah,
like
but I'm gonna ride the wave. But the shit go, I know it's getting bumpy and eject out of here. Some people go, I could go this way, I could go that way, and by the time you figure out what way to go, it's like, oh shit, I can't go nowhere because that door ain't closed.
Right,
because the other person like,
it doesn't take. I was say it don't take that long. I feel like
overthinking make your decision making a little
difficult. It makes it a little complicated, but I would say I like to weigh all of my options before I make a move. Before I jump off the cliff, I'd be like, hold on, wait. What is it that I need before I take that step? So I have to think about those things before I move. So that's basically what it's about. You just have a good time.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
I don't think so either. Most people be like, oh, like you just wasting your time.
I think it's a balance for a person like me.
I feel like overthinking definitely probably has stopped you from getting in some situations when you look back on like, I'm glad
I ain't overthinking a lot of shit and nothing about a high school in 9th grade. Free flying.
See? Because I be like, well, if I do this,
then that could happen.
Then this can happen. But if I don't do this, like, here are all the things that could happen. And so that, like, drives our decisions.
I'm more of living the moment. I'm like, shit.
But we just have fun.
I feel like I used to live in the moment more when I was younger.
Yeah, now, but well, see, now you got other people worried about.
Shit, before that, though, I kind of, like, I don't know when I stopped living in the moment.
I mean, do we ever stop living in the moment?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll be like it'll be something like I feel like maybe fun.
I just like
fun
overthinking can also bring a lot of depression.
Something fun I should do.
Because you don't meet your goals sometimes. It'd be like, I
don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, it all depends on like.
Because some people be like, I didn't get there, or I expected to get there.
You don't have to look back and regret
that or plan.
Yeah, I'm about to say sometimes it's just it's a form of reflection.
You just be like, damn, I could have did it earlier.
Let's say my free time. I'd be like, damn, I rode this wave.
I still got something out of what I did.
Because it might not be what it is that you wanted.
Because sometimes you gotta look at it like it ain't for you.
Right, but it could fully be what you need in the moment. So I think about it like that. So I was like, I just take the good with the bad. But it's a really fun thing. And to be able to do this with my friend, it's easier for us to have like these conversations. It's like conversations
natural chemistry because
yeah,
y'all already
between friends.
But also, when you do it between your friends, you look at your friends and be like, "What the fuck? I ain't know that about you."
Right? No. Sometimes I be like, hold on, what?
Your opinion a little bit different.
Yeah.
This done.
But we still already friends, so it's like I can't judge you off that.
Mutual friends also.
Yeah.
It was a blend. This is basically a blend.
I think everybody got friends. You got friends.
friends.
Like I didn't know you was friends with that person because that person a little bit, like I said, weird.
No, I mean, like we have our own separate groups of friends.
Everybody got their own.
Everybody has their own like, but like the dynamic in our relationship is just really light. It's light. It's
so
fun.
y'all hang together like outside of?
Yes. We met at work, but then we ended up hanging together outside of work. A couple years.
It's a couple.
And
5
we do.
plus.
I can't remember. It's been a while. After a while, I stopped counting. Like
that's because of friendship.
That's my homegirl. Yeah. I call her. I tell her everything.
I
she knows.
I don't really got nobody that I still talk to from work, man. But I met my baby mother. I met my baby mother at work. I still talk to her.
I'm about to say you still talk to her, don't you? I'm sure.
Yeah, but I did meet some like on my job. I feel like I met some cool ass people.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Ricky worked together, but I knew him before that job. So.
Right.
Don't count.
I don't know. My aunt was like, I know somebody you should meet. You said what?
I still talk to a couple niggas on Instagram. We might
say what's up and then keep it. I got friends like that, but I mean, you talking about somebody that's been like in the trenches with you. Like she seen me through a lot of shit, and vice versa. Like we talk about a lot of stuff don't make the podcast because I be like, oh, this got to get cut out. Let's pause right here and talk about it and then come back. Deep. Yeah, so I'll be like, oh no, this will get me in trouble. Like let's not. So, but she knows some shit that could probably, I'm not gonna say put me in prison, but get me in a lot of trouble. So. And vice versa. Like I know some shit about her.
It's like it's only between me, you, and God.
I don't feel like I got nothing apparently that will get me put in prison for nobody.
I don't know, but it probably will it get you cussed out by your significant other. See, like she knows shit like that.
How about you?
No, I just be chilling in general. Like,
how about you?
By myself with somebody.
You need a friend like that. They'd be like, she's that friend. I'll be like. Girl.
I just be in my zone sometimes.
I'll be like, I need.
Stay solid too.
I'll be like, I need backup, and she knows what that means. Like, okay, I know what I need to say in order for this to work.
Because I was like, I did go to jail like for like 3 days one time. I would say that was something that my friend knew that. He knew that, but. I guess it didn't matter at that point because then the police just found out.
But no, yeah. It's fun. It's fun. I'm glad that we started it. I'm all over it. I'm glad that we started it though.
That's good.
Yeah,
and now she trapped. She can't go nowhere.
That's different. I feel like it's a good way to express yourself. That's what I say. Podcast is a good way to express yourself because a lot of people, some people don't have the outlet. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, not even just the people on the podcast, but the people listening.
Yeah.
They don't have people that they can relate to.
Going through the same thing.
And they might know you personally, but they don't have people that they feel like they can talk to.
They're not in your personal life. They just watch.
That is very true. And we do get personal.
Same with social media.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got people, you know what I'm saying, follow us or whatever. They might know us personally, but not around.
Don't know your personal business, but when you talk on your podcast, they get to know you personally.
I have somebody like
they know your views.
I know you a little better. Or people who knew who you was, they might know you a little more now.
Yeah, because I've had people who say like I can never express something. I think there was like it was a podcast we did a while ago talking about domestic violence, and like we shared some things, and this girl hit me up and was like, I would have never thought you would like express the way you did on there, and that's why it's crazy. And I was
it helps a lot of people too.
It helps. And,
you know, when people go through shit, you never know what the next person
you
never know what kind of help the next person. Just hearing that somebody else can relate to them,
right,
makes people feel better. That's why people listen to sad songs when they sad, because I understand.
You be like, yeah, this is me right now.
I know what you saying right now.
I have a whole playlist like that. When I'm just like really sad, I have a sad girl
So podcast is another version of another form of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think everybody got a breakup song to be like,
Oh yeah, I used to listen to them breakup songs.
I don't think it's a breakup song. It's more like I'm about to rock your shit, so I'm gonna play this.
What?
So you
What's
would
that?
know. It's a Janae Aiko song that I be like
I listen.
anytime I be
One of
like
my favorite female artists.
mine too. I love her. Anytime I'm like really angry or whatever, and I just play it, turn it up real loud so he'll know like right now this is about to be you. So you would want to leave me alone.
Oh shit! So you send the message through the song?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I got a song that I listen to when I'm mad, but it's a gospel song.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Kanye West gospel song.
Is he considered a gospel singer? Right?
I mean, he had
y'all got to give me. All right, so it's Ultralight Beam. They got The Dream, Kelly Price, Chance the Rapper, and Kirk Franklin. So I think you can give a little bit of gospel credit.
A tiny.
Kanye got his verse.
A little bit of
Kanye
gospel rapper. He got Kirk Franklin.
Kanye got his verse, and I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then The Dream got on there. He was singing his
The Dream?
Yeah.
The Shorty is a 10?
Yeah, he got on there.
The Dream got some songs.
He was singing this shit. Then I think Chance was out there. And then Kelly Price was just singing her shit. And I get the feeling that shit for real.
You be in the car crying? With your hands up?
Nah. I used to listen to it on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then
you said, what is it called?
Ultralight Beam.
I'm gonna look it up.
And then Kirk Franklin get to talking his shit at the end. I feel like shit to be talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said if you ever felt like this, then I felt like that.
I mean, Kirk Franklin be having...
I felt like that. How'd you know?
Kirk Franklin be having songs that really be like...
What is Kirk Franklin?
Kirk Franklin's a gospel...
He a singer?
Yeah, well, I know. He's more like a composer.
I went through the...
He don't sing.
I feel you.
No,
when have you ever heard him?
He's a
because I had
he the DJ Khaled of gospel. Yes.
I had that. No, I asked my mother that question. So then I went to Apple Music and went through the list. I said, I ain't heard this nigga sing yet.
He haven't sing. He doesn't.
He do sing. I say, what song? I say, yeah, he sing yet.
He doesn't sing. He more like he's DJ Khaled. He's DJ Khaled before DJ Khaled was DJ Khaled. He's like that. He be like family, and then they start talking.
You tell him where to go.
Yeah.
All right. So, what we're about to get into now is
I want to know.
What a lot of people are curious about. And you said earlier, podcaster and polar.
Yes.
So
what is a polar?
A pole. It's a pole dancer. I'm a pole instructor for a studio here in DC or here in the DMV.
Instructor.
Yeah.
So you teach.
Yes.
How long have you been polling? If I'm using the right term.
Yeah, that's the right term. About 6-ish years. About 6. Yeah, 6-ish years.
How long have you been an instructor?
About 2. 2.5. Yeah, like around 2.5. The pandemic kind of fucked up my timeline, so I will say like 2.5 years around that time.
All right.
I feel like y'all been trying to be politically correct.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I got no lie. I just want to know.
Okay.
So, what made you want to start pole dancing?
Okay, so for
that is a great question.
90% of my life, I was like a regular dancer. So I did like ballet, hip hop, tap, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? And so when I went to college, I took a huge break. I was like, I don't want to do this shit no more. And then I stopped dancing completely. And so as a result of that, I gained a whole bunch of weight. So I got the freshman 15 plus like an extra 30-something pounds. And I was just overweight. I had a boyfriend at the time. He didn't really care, or at least I don't think he didn't care. But I was like, he's losing weight, so I kind of want to lose weight too. So I wanted to find a different way to like lose weight. I knew I didn't want to go back to the studio that I had taught. I had was learning that before because I didn't want to do that anymore. That just wasn't like my ministry.
What was the latest type of dance that you were doing?
Before that, ballet, tap, modern jazz,
you doing
stuff
all
like
at the same time.
Yeah, all at the same. Yeah, but I did ballet from like age 5 to like 22.
So you're a dancer, right?
Yeah,
like, so you're really a dancer. Like,
yeah, I be dancing. So, people be like, "Oh, I be dancing. No, I can move."
That's dance.
Yeah, so I took that break, and then I was just like, "Well, let me find something that's different, a different way of working out that I could be sexy, I can have fun." And I was doing research, and by my house where I live at now, there was this studio. So I went to the studio, and like the rest is basically history. Like I met this lady she don't teach there no more. But she was like my first pole instructor. So she was like my pole mom. Took me under her wing, basically taught me everything she knew, and then like it just went from there.
So you got that flame back, that spark back.
So
yeah,
for dancing.
You know,
yeah.
as you mentioned earlier about it being taboo, is that something you worried about?
No, I think I was probably more
because she's a dancer though. Like she's a dancer. Like
I mean, I wasn't.
But you know,
I've
pole
never.
dancing
It's not her first.
It
is.
It's different to people.
It's different.
It's different to people because they're associated with.
My
it,
issue
stripping.
was telling my dad. God rest his soul. My issue was telling my dad, and I was just like, I don't like. I know you probably ain't gonna approve of it, but this is what I started doing, and he was just like, well, you ain't taking your clothes off for money, so. What do you want me to do? And I was just like, whoa, thank God.
See, he separated it from stripping,
right?
Because some people don't.
Right. Because prior to that, I was like traveling with this company that I was dancing with, and we were shaking out ass for essentially like awards and accolades.
Just dancing for a trophy.
Same shit. I'm just not wearing as much clothes, basically.
Okay, so question. You know, pandemic hit. Has stripping ever crossed your mind, seeing that you have at least a couple of key skills?
Yeah.
To do the job?
Yeah. It has. I mean, I say it every day while I'm at work. I'm like, I am this close to just being a stripper.
All right. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious, like at your most serious, like, all right, I'm about to actually do this shit?
It probably was at the beginning of the pandemic. I was like, I gotta get out the house. I think the strip club is still open. No, let me say like mid-pandemic. Mm-hmm. I was just like, I'm about to just start stripping because this is ghetto. Like, I still had a paycheck coming in, but I was like, this teaching online shit is ghetto. Yeah. Like, I'm about to just be a stripper. And then I was seeing how much money they was making, like on OnlyFans and stuff, and I was this might be the route to go. But I ended up not doing it. I ended up just not doing it. It sounds good on paper, but I don't think I can actually get on stage and like.
It's just not your morals or principles.
I mean,
you're not judging nobody for it. Just not what you would do.
It's just not. It's
you
just
thought
not
about.
me.
I heard women who don't dance
naturally
would be like women who don't dance. But I get them to the clothes off. Fuck it.
I would have to be drunk all the time. I would have to be drunk or high as fuck all the time. Yeah, because I can't imagine, which is crazy because while I'm at work, I'm just like free. I be like, yeah, touch your private parts and open your butthole all the time, right? But if I was actually like, oh, I'm about to go strip, I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I know it sounds crazy. Like we do shows and stuff, and I be like, "Yeah, we about to get nasty." I be giving out all these speeches and shit, but I guess
the same way as for a place like go out there and kill them, but it's not really go out there and kill them.
Right?
Like
go out there just
you are
do your fucking thing.
Yeah. So like you basically lead. Does that come natural for you, or is that something you had to work on?
But before I was a dance instructor, I was a regular teacher. And I figured it had to be the same thing. Like, you just basically, it's just a little bit harder teaching adults because kids have they just do
they're accessible to learning.
Yeah, they're more open to like doing stuff, and you kind of have to coax women out of it. Well, mostly women, you kind of have to be like, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to be sexy. It's okay to be this. It's okay to be that. And they're just like, I cannot.
I got a lot of questions.
Okay.
Do you have any street men in your class?
No.
Okay.
No. The only time that they're allowed anywhere near the studio is like for showcases. Okay. And we only have showcases twice a year. So, no.
That's kind of fucking amazing to me because I ain't gonna hold you. Being younger and thinking like women dancing clothes was technically, I was like, damn, it's like. These women is technically strippers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but that was just me being younger.
But that's not.
But they're not taking the clothes off. It's just like it's a pole, and all I was seeing was somebody dance on the pole and get naked. Mm-hmm. I never seen a woman dance on the pole and be like
artistic.
Yeah, but then I got more respect for like shit. If I.
Yeah.
Me being little was going on the pole, I couldn't do that shit.
I had one dude was like, "Oh, y'all not strong. All y'all be doing is just shaking your ass something." I'm like, "Well, I can do more push-ups than you."
I respect all that.
Yeah, So it's a
Yeah, I respect that.
you kind of have to get out. You have to step outside of yourself with that. Like you kind of. So we develop like alter egos and like.
That's what's up. I think everybody can do
Yeah.
that because it make yourself separate from who you truly are, and
Very
then
much
you let go. Like
some
you know,
active-
Beyonce got the Sasha Fierce
active
and
shit.
all these other
That's
people
fully
got.
what it is.
Yeah, they got alter egos.
Yeah,
to be
that's
like,
fully what it is.
hey, look. This ain't you, motherfucker, right now. It's the same as like getting drunk.
Yeah, turn
In the
into
same way,
this.
people who don't get drunk get high, they have an alter ego to let loose. And be like,
Incredible.
that was not me.
Yeah. It's like that. You come in, you do your thing, and then you leave. And people don't know. Like a lot of women are like, I didn't even know I could do that. It's been there the whole time. You just didn't know how to unlock it.
And also, to me, no, not control, bro, but like me personally, like I feel like, now to me, I got like a lot of treating questions because I like I said, I've grown to like accept it and love it. Like it's like because I was like, damn, to me, the black male was like, damn, these women can push stripping onto our little kids and this, but at the same time, it's not stripping. It's not stripping because you're not taking your clothes off.
But a lot of places
dancing is what they truly do.
Right. But a lot of places, not in the U.S. I feel like in the U.S. it's super sexualized.
Or U.S. is sexualized like motherfucker.
They everything. But a lot of places have the kids are taking pole classes, but they're more like for athletic purposes. So if I had a kid, I wouldn't mind. Because if it's something that I'm doing, I wouldn't mind if my daughter was doing it with me. Because I know she's not doing anything sexual with it. It's just like if she took gymnastics or if she did cheerleading, it's the same shit. The only difference is that people will be like, oh, well, she's swinging from a pole.
But also people view you sexually. It's not that you're doing it to be sexually.
Exactly.
It's how they perceive it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's, that's how I feel like I changed from the shit. Like, when you said you was a dasher, it gave me a whole lot more respect. Like, oh shit, she just say I'm gonna go do pole dance because it's the latest thing. She actually has a background. And shit. So you gotta fuck me up with that one. I ain't gonna.
Nah, I mean,
it's like
damn.
People
like, what, she used to dance? I'm like, yes, I have.
You say ballet, it's like that shit is real life. I know ballet is like kind of like the top tier of like dance type shit.
I'm not familiar with ballet.
That's okay. I heard the top tier.
Besides Save the Light thing.
Yeah.
That is such a
watered
down version of like that.
I heard the Black Swan was more related to Black
like that.
No.
Black Swan.
Black Swan.
I know Black Swan
was more related to ballet.
Like I only took
Black Swan.
I only took
I seen them movies.
point for like 3 years. I think I did point for like 3 years, and I was like, Mom, I don't want to do this anymore.
Your feet?
Yeah, your feet hurt because you be on your toes.
You on your
hours.
toes.
Yeah, you like right up there. This is too much.
What's the most underrated part about pole dancing? Something that somebody may not know.
I think
the most underrated part.
The workout, the dedication.
Yeah, the dedication. Because some people think that like you're gonna come and take one class and just be crazy sexy, right? That it does.
Man, look what I can do.
Right. And they can go in and like come out with something a little different, but it's a dedication thing. Like,
I got my man who just stepped in today right now. You know, my man right here. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? I'm Slick. Follow me on Instagram, Slick Just Got Paid. Follow me on Twitter, Slick Still Stacking.
Slick Still Stacking, Slick Just Got Paid.
Go hand in hand.
Yeah. Alright, I just want to know, since you just stepped in, we were describing, we were discussing. You said describing. Somebody take over. I keep saying describing. I don't like
okay, we were just talking about the pole dancing with, Onyx here. We asking her all the questions we got in mind. We got a whole bunch of questions.
Y'all got a lot of questions.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Y'all got a lot of questions.
We are men who are curious.
Okay.
And I don't want to be offensive. I just want to get educated.
I'm about to say
you educate me right now because I feel like I was sexist at first, but now it's like, oh shit.
No, yeah.
It's way different than what I thought it was. Like I was a simple-minded male.
Yeah. So what are your other questions?
You missed that one.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, what, the beginning part?
Yeah, he said he got you into pole dancing.
Oh, yeah. So I basically got myself into it. But I had met this lady that kind of like took me under her wing. And I was like, I like these things that you're showing me how to do. So I'm just going to keep doing it. That's basically the gist of it.
So let me ask you a question. Big question. Do you do it for your man?
What man?
Do you do it for your man? Do you slide?
What man?
Do you pole dance for your man?
What man?
Oh man. Oh man.
I mean, I don't know. People ask me about my man all the time, and it's like the mystery surrounding my relationship status.
Because most men want to understand
It's
or
a
want to
mystery to
know,
all of us.
like,
He
do you
don't.
have
I mean,
a man that accept it, or it's like,
let's just say this: the person that I'm dealing with doesn't trip because they get exclusive access. So they see me in my because they understand that I'm an artist as well, and so they see me in my process.
okay,
So,
I guess not to cut you off. I guess it could be situated as like,
goal is to be able to stop teaching altogether and just pole all day long. If I could do that.
but I feel like you are a great teacher.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, I'm a preschool teacher. And people like my
This nigga's here.
So you get more enjoyment in pole dancing than a child being like, that's my favorite teacher of all time. If it wasn't for her,
Well,
I
it
went
goes-
to college.
They wouldn't know she pole
I
dance.
wouldn't.
they don't know that, but it kind of goes hand in hand.
Who
like,
don't know that?
Not the kid.
The kids don't. The kids don't. The parents, when they find out, when the moms
kids
find out,
know.
they be like, "Can you teach
The
me?"
kids know.
The
no,
The
no.
kids got
Got
Instagram.
pre-fucking K, nigga.
Oh, please. The
Pre-
kids got Instagram.
Who's your
Kids
daddy?
got Instagram. Go.
Who's fucking
Take
daddy?
your child
Preschool.
phone. Take your cell phone.
Who's the
Don't talk about
prepaid
that.
child?
Yeah. Take your child phone and go to his incognito. I said child.
No, child. No,
No, wait,
no,
his-
my
yeah.
son. Don't talk about
Let's not talk about New York.
No
But
kid.
take
No
any
kid.
child.
No, my kid is in that category now.
Oh my god, I'm hollering.
Take their phone.
No. I'm
No,
pretty sure my
because I've
nephews
seen it.
don't. No,
I
not all of
I
them.
see my
So
cousin do that shit.
do you incorporate the pole dancing into your normal life, like your dating life? Do you? Is that something
feel
you
like
might
I'm
do
upfront.
to get? You know what I'm saying, but is that something you might do to get sexy for a nigga? You might dance on
Oh,
the pole
yeah.
and take it off.
I have one in my house, and I'll be like,
because you.
Yeah.
I would have figured.
yeah. I have one in my house, and then I'll be like, when
I feel like you ain't doing it right if you did.
You got the equipment in your house.
You got practice at home. Then practice make perfect.
I mean, yeah, but after a while of just watching me go through like that process of like figuring dances out and like practicing the same thing to the same song, you just be like, all right, whatever. Like we would mess with each other. Me and my friend mess with each other so long. He just be like, it's more so, what are you thinking about doing next than like, oh, let me see you dance. Like that's the issue with a lot of like men that marry pole dancers or like date pole dancers or anything like that.
They don't really
They've
get
seen
into
it
it after
all.
a while.
So now the thing that excites them is the process before the finished product, than like the finished product.
Because it's like it's like no matter how much of a manager got artists, it's always want another artist to come in who I know could possibly keep it, blow it up,
Yeah.
be fresh. You know?
I mean, we find different ways to keep it fresh.
You gotta
Like
keep everything.
I got the Migos, but I'm about to sign Lil Baby. He
So-
coming in, about to be, yeah. You know?
Speaking to keep it fresh, like your process, you got a process of learning new moves. Like what's the process?
I take classes on top of me actually teaching.
How many moves do you know currently?
Too many. I forget names. That's how many moves I know. I'd be like, oh, I remember that. I just can't remember the name of it.
I just do move by fingers.
And
like,
the longest,
this-
what's the longest?
this-
What's the move? What's the move that took you the longest to learn? And can you describe it? Because I don't know.
The Aisha.
The Aisha?
No.
This is named
Yeah.
after somebody?
Yeah.
Who is she?
It will. I don't.
I'm about to say.
She a
Wait, hold on.
She's like a legend.
Hold on, wait. No.
She's a
gotta be
legend.
Not the Aisha. It's probably the.
I still want to
the
know who
Gemini.
Aisha
I
is
think
though.
that's what it is. I think it's what it's called.
We not gonna. Okay, how'd you like? What's that?
The Gemini is probably the one that took me the longest, mostly because I'm still trying to like figure out the semantics for it. But the Aisha part was harder because you're suspended in like mid. The only thing
tell
that's
us
on the
how
pole
these
is your
moves
feet.
go. I want to like. If
So
you
you
tell
are-
us, I'm gonna imagine.
So you are upside down, so you're inverted, and both of your hands are on the pole, right?
Right.
So
But your
blood rushes to
legs
your
are
head.
over your head and your head is facing the
Oh,
floor.
I know what
So
you're
you
doing.
have to hold your body, like suspend your body outward, and then your legs are like forward.
So you basically doing upside down scorpion.
That looks like a helicopter. right?
Scorpion is something.
It's the L, right? You making an L shape?
I'll show you a picture of it. Let me show you a picture of it.
That's like a helicopter, right? Like propellers.
And that's the I.
No,
That's
that's called a chopper.
that's the Aisha
Yeah, that's how
and the Gemini. What's
The
that?
Gemini is it's called in layman's terms the outside leg. That's when you just like You
Kicking
invert,
shit like.
and you hook one of your outside legs, so the leg that's furthest away from the pole. And you gotta hook it and you gotta contort your body just a little bit to stay on. If you don't, you're gonna fall straight to the floor.
So let me ask you.
It's so fucking gifted niggas can't even think it.
It's complicated, right? I'm trying to think of the.
At practice, do y'all have equipment?
Yes.
Have you ever went to the hospital?
Have I ever been to the hospital?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I've broken anything, but I have
Hurt
a
yourself.
hairline fracture in my wrist. I had a hairline fracture in my wrist 3 showcases ago that I got practicing for one of the shows, and then
Sport.
I've like
Reserve.
damn near broken my ankle, so I've twisted my ankle real bad to the point that I couldn't put like no pressure on it. Yeah, and that was like right before the show too. So before
So you do
like,
shows too?
Yeah, we do
So-
showcases twice a year.
You're really a professional.
I will.
So,
I guess.
so what happened if somebody get injured? Y'all got
Do
backups?
yourself. You're a
What you
professional.
mean?
Y'all got lineups?
No,
don't know
I
how
mean,
it
so
work.
for
I
the
never done it.
showcases, people sign up.
Yeah, I never heard showcase of pole dancing.
Yeah, like
So y'all
studios
compete?
do. No,
Okay.
no. Well, yes, there is a competition circuit called PSO. So that's Pole Sport Organization.
Write it down. Take it
And
down.
that go like you go through
It's okay.
and you you're absolutely right. It is on camera.
Yeah.
So you go through and you compete against different polars in like the DMV area, and they're in different regions too. So they have PSO Atlantic, which is like right here in this area, and then they have like down south, Colorado, blah blah blah. Have all of those things, and then but for the particular studio that I work for, we have showcases twice a year. So it's a student showcase, but the instructors
It's like every
always
6 months.
April and October. So I guess
Every 2 seasons.
every 6 months.
Yeah, every 2 seasons basically.
Yeah. So one in April and then the other one, which the other one's gonna come up soon. So we have those, and they get crazy. People get in their feelings. Things get wild. So the Aisha. Let me see if I can find you a good one. It's like this.
Aisha, it's a song named after that girl and everything.
God
damn.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like that.
No, go back.
Yeah, that was
I gotta find.
Let
I have a picture of
I think
this.
you got that one time.
Every time.
Talent, yeah.
No. This one's me from like.
Yeah, I want to see how you do it.
So like that's the Aisha.
That is like, how many push-ups you do a day?
It depends on the training.
So you think you could do more pushes than all of us?
Hell yeah.
Probably.
I believe you. I
I'm
ain't
probably
got
the only one Mike ever go because he said he already counted himself.
I'm not betting it's me.
I'm good.
I haven't done no push-ups in a long time.
Alright, then she
I'm so
might-
lazy. I use fucking what's that resistance bands and shit.
But I do during the pandemic. I used a lot of resistance bands. So
I'm not even getting on the floor no more.
nah, push-ups. I do push-ups with my students during the day. So when we have like PE or gross motor is what they call it, we'll do like push-ups outside. in the
Physical
grass.
education.
Yeah. So we'll do those, and I mean that's it. People, I try to like expand my dance knowledge or like my exotic fitness knowledge, so that it's not only just like limited to.
All right, I feel like I got another question. Do you also incorporate your other dance skills into
Yeah.
your pole dancing?
Yeah.
Okay, do you make up your own moves and incorporate it? Why not?
No, I make up my own choreography.
You
Yeah.
did ballet. You could throw some.
Oh, you a ballet dancer?
I used to be. Yeah.
She,
Long
like
time
you
ago.
real
no,
good
she's
at it?
tight.
Yeah.
She's not just a pole dancer. She's a.
I do it all.
So you do
fast.
so you do gymnastics too then?
She damn
No.
near sure can. She
I
can.
wanted
She can.
to.
She
I
can.
wanted to, but I was like, my mom asked me to choose. She was like, do you want to dance or do you want to do gymnastics? And I was like, I think I want to dance. Because gymnastics it's too much on the body, and I think my parents understood that.
Right.
And I was like, I want to run track, and I want to dance, and I want to do everything. And they were like, no, because if you do everything, you will get hurt. So.
Yeah, you not be able, and also you not be able to dedicate yourself to one thing.
To one thing, yeah. So they were like, this.
So what your parents think about it?
What, me, Poland? My mom comes to mostly all my shows.
For real? She
yeah.
cool as shit.
Yeah, she was just like, okay. She'd be like, that's my daughter right there.
And what about
Yeah.
your dad?
My dad, before he passed, he was just like,
Rest in
well,
peace.
you ain't stripping, so you are.
And that was like as soon as I came, I was like, oh, so you a stripper and you was like a pole dancer. I was like, oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
It's a different,
like, I respect strippers though. I respect them
I
because
love
they do.
strippers.
No, I love strippers. Some of my, well, not say some of my closest friends, but
I love
I
them.
know a
I
lot
love
of
strippers. Don't get me wrong. I know
Strippers.
a lot of
I love them.
So,
like,
like,
remember this is said. I love strippers.
You
That's-
probably
that's all it
probably teach a lot of strippers.
I do. Yeah,
I
we get
respect everybody in the world to a certain extent.
we
That's
get
just my-
a lot of strippers.
I love people.
They can because they come in because a lot of them are not like refined or polished,
Okay.
and so they come for like that refinement and that polishing.
All right, so you always say your partner's cool with it, your folks cool with it.
Mhm.
So you don't. So I basically already feel like you don't give a fuck with society.
I don't at all.
And
No.
you feel like no matter what, you're a great teacher and shit as
Mhm.
well. So, what do you see yourself in like the next 3 to 5 years as far as pole dancing?
I'm
Being a
probably
polar. I like the term, like polar.
yeah.
You
As a
want your
polar,
own pole academy?
I feel like she got her own studio coming because she been doing it for 6 years already.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I was putting
She got a
that.
history in dance.
Dance, so
Yeah.
she got a lot of
I
shit.
say she can
Ever
make up her own
well,
moves.
I will say
Bullshit.
Ever since I
Fuck
was
her eye. You should better
little,
call that motherfucker the owner.
ever since I was little, I wanted to be I wanted to own my own dance studio, and I've always said like I want to have my own dance studio. So I think that's probably like the next move. But in the next 3 to 5 years, I fully see myself not being.
What kind of dance
anymore.
studio though? Like it's like
I'll
mixed
probably
dance,
do-
all type of dance.
Yeah, probably do
I feel like you do
everything.
Monday through Friday different things because you got so much background.
Yeah, and then I can have it like open between the hours of whatever. But
And dancing is never gonna go away.
I feel like everybody's having
Dancing
girls,
isn't our
and they
culture.
always
Yeah, dancing
want
never
they do
gonna
what
go
is to
away.
dance. So
It's taking over everybody's culture. Is dancing.
yeah,
Dancing
so
is
it's
definitely in my blood. We can-
Dancing is natural.
Right.
You turn some music on.
That's the number
Okay,
one.
how you could dance? You
Dancing
gonna
is
dance.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
might don't know how to
absolutely.
dance. You gonna move to you.
That's the number one language, body language.
yeah,
Everybody can read body language.
that is true. That is very true. So, do you have any more questions?
I have a lot because I think that y'all asked all.
Go ahead, go. No, ask them. I'm curious as to what you finna ask.
No. I mean, I respect pole dancers, and you already get it. I already get the concept of what you're doing. You're a dancer. You're an artist at heart, and you like because I like music, right? So I make music, but I don't like being in the spotlight. I like songwriting, so I songwrite, and I put a lot of people on. Like, so my cousins and them, they're musicians. They're real nice. I got some singers. My folks is a DJ Say Say, DJ Cat Daddy Joe. He work on 93.9 and all that. So. But I like music,
Right.
so I'ma always make music. So it's just like you and dancing. So that's what I'm saying. I get exactly what you're saying, you know. And I like to talk a lot, so you know, I made a mixtape.
Same.
Your podcast, you audio only, right?
Yeah, for now.
So
for now.
yeah, you gonna get into the video though?
Yes.
Got to.
Yeah. We keep talking about it, and I'm just like, we're gonna do it one day, but we be so fucked up, and we be like, oh, I forgot to turn the camera.
So if you need some guests,
No, for real. We had a couple, so I've had like a couple of my friends that I went to college with come on. I've done a podcast with a good friend of mine and his homeboy. It was the Buddies podcast, Buddies Roll Up podcast. Done a couple episodes with them on their podcast and on ours, and then so we're always like open to collaborate.
We gotta have another collaboration because you missing your member, we missing a member also.
Yes, when they
We
come
gotta
back,
have the full. They
both on
they in the same.
they're both in
the
Puerto
same
Rico.
spot.
Guys, they won't. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
What's her name? They know each other.
I could ask.
know,
but I
It's
don't
like you want to do the podcast or you want to go to Puerto Rico?
Hold on. When's she coming back?
She'll be back Tuesday or Wednesday. She was like, the holiday, I'm gone. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, sis, I got you.
We gonna ask him next episode. Who you thought they with?
I can guarantee you he probably was not with my friends. But they may have ran into each other. I don't know. Never know.
he the darkest nigga out there.
They're the same.
They was-
First of
Shit,
all,
midnight.
I know Corey. So,
Shit, midnight.
Corey is cool. He's a sweetheart in high school. So.
I'm not about to call him a sweetheart.
Yeah, me, I said, yeah.
I mean, I would. He was very nice in high school.
Yeah, he cool. He nice. He
Y'all all were. Y'all were kind of nice in high school.
That's right.
I think so. I think so. I was a bitch in high school. I ain't gonna hold you. Kind of.
What you mean, like an asshole?
Yeah. I just didn't talk to too many people.
I mean, that's to me, stand to yourself. I don't think that's good shit.
Yeah. I mean, kind of like now. I just stay to myself.
Oh, I just thought another question.
Yes.
So, can you give me one of your worst and best, like, pole dancing incidents? Let's start with the worst and best. It don't matter.
Okay. Worst pole dance experience is getting stuck in the air. I got stuck in the air. Okay, so I was doing a layback, but my shoes got stuck together. So my pole shoes, the strings of my pole shoes got tangled into the cuffs of the other shoe. And when I noticed it, I was like, I was all the way at the top of the pole, and I was in the layback, and I was just like, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this? Because if I let go, I'm gonna hit the floor. But if I pull up,
How high up was it?
probably like 6, 7
Upside
feet
down.
in the air, but I'm upside down. So I was like,
That's not gonna
if I don't get out of this successfully, I'm going to kill myself because I'm going head first into the ground.
You by yourself?
No, I was doing a performance.
Oh, God.
This was during an early performance, and I was like, if I fall, I'm going to the hospital. And if I take too long trying to get my shoes untangled,
Something's wrong.
something's wrong. So then I'm gonna be off. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull myself up. So I pulled myself up, somehow managed to get my shoes untangled on time, and then I got back down. And I was like, I'm not getting back up there. For the rest of this 3-minute song, I'm not getting back up there. But that was my worst one because when they say your life flashes before your eyes, it really does. And you gotta make some real life decisions. Like either let go or pull yourself up.
So are you using shoes with no laces now?
No, all my shoes have laces on them. I just tuck the long parts inside of the shoe because if I use the sandals, I might break my ankles coming down depending on like what I'm doing. So,
showcase. Take me to the showcase. How does the showcase work?
The showcase is like 2 hours long-ish, 2-ish hours long. We spend 6 to 8 weeks practicing, and
Gotta get right.
yes. And it's a thing. It's a stressful situation. It's a stressful situation, but it also is very fun. So if you're doing it with like your friends or you're doing this for your man, it's enjoyable for everybody.
All right, King. And what's your best experience, though?
My best experience? I think it was just nailing the tricks is probably my best experience. Because those are the hardest things, like the real big tricks, like the Aisha.
You did that
during the performance, and then because you're working at it so often that you're like, if I don't nail this shit, it's gonna be obvious, or if I can't successfully get out of this without hurting myself or hurting the person I'm dancing with, or whatever the case may be, it's a thing. So being able to like nail all of your tricks and just finish the dance, you just be like, whew, done, sigh of relief.
All that pressure and all that shit from everybody.
Are you confident or do you get nervous?
I don't get nervous.
I think everything.
I get
I heard if you don't get nervous, what you doing?
What do you do to fight through your nervousness, though? What's your method?
I'm not supposed to do this, but I take a shot right before I go on.
Take the edge off.
Yeah, take the edge off. But also, like after I'm done, I'll be like, I'm gonna have sex, and I go home with my babe and have sex, and then I'll be it.
Sounds like the life to me.
Yeah.
Do some shit that I love, to go do some more shit that I love.
Get into some more shit.
Yeah. So you just gotta keep it simple, and then you have to learn how to celebrate your small wins. Like you would be like,
so
the big
like
stuff.
that's what the wins do. Like, or that pole dancing sometimes just put you in the mood. Let me go home to this nigga.
And not all the time. Sometimes I come home and I be frustrated. I be like, I can't get this shit. So like I've always told myself, like, make sure I celebrate those little things.
If you have a good day.
Yeah. Even if I do one thing successfully, I'm straight.
It count.
Yeah.
Everything count. Really learned a lot. Learned a lot.
Yeah. And I encourage all women to do it. All women to do it. Because you never know. You might find something that works for you.
So what I want you to do is tell them how they can get into it and give them your information and view the link.
Okay.
Tell them where to come to.
You can sign up at divasanddollsfitness.com or Divas and Dolls Fitness on Instagram. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Evil Onyx. So that's EVOLONYXX.X. And I'll direct you to send you all the information. I'll send them all the information they need them out.
We'll post it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She definitely sound like a boss lady. You definitely gotta get your own business, man.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm thinking about it. We'll see.
How many people you got on your team?
She said she thinking about it. I feel like she overthinking.
How many people you got on your team?
On my team? What, for a podcast?
No, for the whole dancing thing.
I mean, it's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. I mean, it's not my team per se.
It's like y'all do like a choreography together and all that.
Yeah,
too?
we do all the time. I mean, we fuss and we like sisters. We fuss and fight like sisters. We got a poem on that we answer to. And then our boss, that's the actual boss lady, she be getting in our ass sometimes.
Y'all be
I
fighting?
love her. Do we fight?
Yeah.
No.
For real?
That's like a real
No,
team.
I'm asking. You know why? 'Cause
Why?
you know that my sisters and them, they be watching that little dance show.
Sometimes it's
the
bullshit.
little, you know, I know.
Yeah.
I know, it's just for camera. So
Yeah.
I'm like, do y'all be having like internal?
No.
Like,
So if we argue,
strictly about dancing.
yeah, like
strictly about that
we
choreography.
hang out with each other outside of like the studio. So we're like friends. Well, we're friends. But if we ever have disagreements, like it's never like we gonna put our hands on each other.
No,
it never
I
gets that
don't
far.
mean like that. I don't mean like that.
Like argument wise.
Yeah, like how you do, like me and him will argue, like how y'all deal through y'all conflicts. Like,
We just talk. We're adults, so we just talk.
Say like if y'all want to do like a different choreography.
Or somebody
do y'all
lacking, do you be like,
incorporate
hey,
or
get your shit
something?
together. Or you be like, look, man,
I mean,
it's this
yeah.
way, it's that way. Or you be,
Yeah, I mean, we work with each other. We be like, listen, like, what is it that you're like you slipping on? Like,
get it together.
See,
And
yeah.
So it depends on the person, but we love each other like
So
sisters.
that's a real
so we
sisterhood.
never-
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because
That's a
we
real
go,
sisterhood.
I mean, not like most of us, we've been in class together, and so like a lot of us moved up through ranks together. Like we pulled each other through.
And y'all all from the area, like
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah, for like the DMV.
That's alright.
That is alright too. You was a cheerleader,
Yes, I was.
'Cause I feel like
cheered at
That's another way
Fairmont.
to bring.
Fairmont.
That's another way to bring
Y'all was
women
out the
together.
competitions and all that. You did a cheer
Oh, I
competition.
left both for them. So I don't know if they did competitions or not. I was like, I'm gonna devote my life to dance. I can't do this. So, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying that was a nice way to bring women together too.
Yeah,
It
no,
is.
yeah. You meet a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life, and you don't really realize how many people need this outlet until like you're in that space.
That's it.
And then you outlet.
I always
thought it
thought
was
man,
like-
outlets are beautiful.
Yes. I mean, if not, it'll be a lot more people on Snap. So,
I was like you gotta have something to take your mind off of things or
off the
experience
bullshit.
something new.
Yeah.
Like I said, I never seen. Like I said, I never seen dancing on a pole or a woman get naked.
Yeah, and we don't be naked.
I feel like
We be
it's
close.
Bro,
underrated,
you went
and
to
I feel like
Vegas.
we
You
need
ain't
to
see
put
the
more.
like even when you go to the club,
attention
sometimes
on
they be having the girls on the little thing. They
That's
be,
what me like.
it's some real
Me
odd-
enjoying it
it's
as
some-
me, like they naked.
Yeah.
You know,
No, you appreciate it more because
Well,
it's like it can be
it's art.
really like really beautiful.
see, but this just to let you know the type of nigga he is. There's some niggas that never left Southeast.
That is very
You
true.
know,
That's
so
very
it's
true.
you know.
I mean,
like,
I didn't
They
went to
hit
gentlemen's
pole, like I
club.
said,
yeah,
pole
you
is
ain't got-
associated
so
with
as soon as she
stripping.
said
Yeah,
pole
okay.
dancing, I was like, oh no, I already know what that is because that's been an art that's been around for a long time.
Okay.
Not longer than
That's-
prostitution, but
Well, prostitution always been around.
that's literally the oldest profession in the book. But
Selling it. That's why
Well,
we going to
trade is the oldest profession. Trade, you
She
trade
traded
me
some
something
pussy?
for something. Well, you know,
Yeah.
they used to trade back in the day,
Pussy.
for something to eat. You
yeah,
know, that's why I say like when I was talking about like stripping and prostitution,
So-
like it's a
so you
difference.
paying for
Like
pussy?
back in the day, check it
People-
out. Back in
first
the
of
day,
all,
they did it to
everybody.
to feed
to feed
their-
themselves.
you know,
Yeah.
and you know to take care of stuff. You know, I feel like nowadays because I got little sisters and stuff too,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I believe it's my responsibility to teach them how to be a lady.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I'm not a woman, so also, but I could teach them how to be a perfect wife. You know, for later on in the future.
Yeah. I mean, my brothers were
There's so many
big,
women out here
big
that
mad when I told them I was like, yeah, I'm pole dancing. They was like,
That's because you're still a baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, my brothers were like,
It just feel like it's gonna bring a lot of shit to you.
so when I post stuff, they'll like one of my brothers will like it, but he was like, I just tap it and go because I don't want to see the whole thing.
Support.
He was like, I don't want to. Right. He was like, I'm just here for support, like moral support. You want to do this, that's you. But I ain't paying no attention to it. Like
that's what's up though. As long as I support you, you know I love you and shit. So no matter what you do, like. I'm not looking at it for my entertainment.
I'm not looking at it. I don't want to see it. I don't care. So when I talk about it,
love.
yeah. When I talk about it, they just be like,
First question I ask them if my sister was done, I'm like, you good? You safe?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cool. You still doing
They
it?
be like, you all right?
Have you been
like,
hurt?
do you need anything?
You hurt yourself?
Yeah.
You need anything?
I don't know. I don't have no sister, so I can't.
I mean, I do.
I don't have no sister.
Do need to tell them I want a new pole. So.
And you lucky because at the end of the day, man, you can't live your life for your little sister. So
That is very true. We gotta let her make her own decisions.
Yeah, she got no good. Same like a man too. He got to make his own decisions.
Yes.
Well, shit, I'm the youngest brother, so.
Oh, you lucky.
Oh, you the baby.
I'm the
I don't
oldest.
know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
No, I'm like caught in the middle. I got a baby sister.
That'd be funny though.
It's kind of weird.
Because the oldest will say you the lucky and the youngest.
No, because the oldest be
will
catching
say
the most
same.
smoke.
Yeah.
Like
The
they
youngest
catch the most smoke.
The youngest will say the same though.
No, the oldest catch the most smoke. Man.
Yeah, the youngest be getting away with murder.
The reason why the oldest get the most smoke is because everybody gotta look up to them.
Nah, first of all,
And if like the youngest is doing the shit and he never looked up to the oldest, like you got some like Derrick Rose, he the youngest brother, but he looked up to his older brother, even though his older brother ain't make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
Now, could you imagine if he ain't look up to his older brother, make it to the NBA? Like, nigga, you a bump.
Nah,
you get all, so you get the.
All right, I'm about to dip because I have to go to practice.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I definitely want to come to a show. When your next show?
Next show is October 23rd.
Okay, my birthday
But
the 25th.
I think the tickets for that show are
See, pole dancing.
It's getting popular, too popular.
No, it's not that. I think it's because we had limited seating, so
It's sold out.
It'd be more men or more women at the show.
It depends. It's usually like a good mix, but all the girls usually bring their.
Alright, one more question I got. Do you have fans like that know you, like they know when you at a show? Like you got fans like.
I don't know.
Let me get your autograph.
I don't know. People would like usually after I perform, they be like, "Oh my god, that was so great," and I just be like, "Yeah, you don't even know." Like,
I wish I
Like,
could
what's
see
your
it.
They will be asking for your Instagram.
They do, yeah. After like so,
See,
like
that's
for the
that's
at the
kinda- 'cause
studio
that's a
when we do
fan.
parties, they be like,
was
"Can I
a
get your
fan.
Instagram?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, they was a fan of what you did.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it. All right, so we're going to get out of here. We're going to let her get out of here.
Yes.
Thank both of the guests for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me. Next time we come back, I'm gonna bring my
You know
home.
what I'm
This
saying?
was
Unpleasant
nice.
Thoughts
This was
Podcast.
nice.
It's your boy Sly, the guy, no lie.
Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
All right, thank you for coming out.
What's his name?
An alcoholic
And
percentage.
Onyx.
All right.